Notice that the neck, oh, this is the head, and this big thing up here is the greater trochanter. Also notice that it has this line on the back that's called the linea aspera. All these lines, like the deltoid tubera, the deltoid, the linea aspera, they're all for attachment of muscles. By the way, the deltoid tuberosity, what muscle attaches to it? Hello, deltoid. Doing this, okay. Then the femur together with the tibia is going to form the knee joint. Now the patella is a separate bone that hangs in a tendon and it slips back and forth. It actually allows easier movement. When we get down to the tibia and the fibula, where are you, fibula? There you go. The thing about the tibia and the fibula, the tibia is always to the inside, the fibula is always to the outside. When you have ankle fractures and whatnot, it's always, almost always the fibula. For you to snap off the tibia, it's got to be a lot of force. Now, the thing that you need to look at is that on the tibia and the fibula, both of them make up your ankle joint. And if you even look at your own ankle, you have a lump on your ankle. So the lump that's on the inside is called the medial malleolus. Which bone makes it up? That's your tibia. And on the outside is your lateral malleolus. That's made by your fibula. Keep those things in mind. Yep, got to know those things. Okay, when we come to the foot, just like in the hand, you had you had distal, middle, and proximal phalanges, and you also have, instead of metacarpals, you have metatarsals now. But now in the hand, you had the wrist bones. Now you have the mid-tarsal bones. And if you look at them from medial to lateral, medial being from the inside, and you look up here, you'll see that there's a medial, intermediate, and lateral cuneiform. So there's 3 cuneiforms: medial, intermediate, lateral. Next to that is this big guy. That's the cuboid. In the back here is the navicular. Okay, and then the talus would be this one finally. This backbone, or the heel bone, that is known as the calcaneus. So I want you to know those. Spot them. So if I throw a calcaneal bone up on the table, you'll know that, oh, calcaneus, I know what it is. What else was there? Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So on our feet, our skin in between the toes, does that go?
That only goes down to your proximal phalanx.
Okay.
It doesn't go down to your metatarsals. Your metatarsals are much deeper in. You know how sometimes people have corns or calluses on the bottom of their feet? Mm-hmm. Those are produced by the heads of the metatarsals. Okay, male and female pelvis. How do you tell the difference between a male and a female? Let's go on to page 126. If you look at the female, notice what's called the pubic angle. Do you notice that the pubic angle on the female is much larger than on the male? Because of that, the femur is actually stuck further out, and it does this, it actually ends up coming in. That's why ladies, when they walk, they have a tendency of walking one leg in front of the other. Men, us men, we end up walking, you know, we're like ducks. We walk we straddle from the sides. Unless, of course, one of those guys, you know. But usually, you know, anatomically, the way we're made, we're not made to cross our legs over when we walk. We're mostly straddlers. The other thing you want to look at on a female, you'll see the pubic brim, or the opening. You'll notice that on a male, you could call it heart-shaped or rounded, whereas in a female, it's more oval and it's much wider, because it has to provide, you know, for the head of the fetus as it's being born. That's the birth canal, so it has to be able to come through there. So that's those are the differences really that you're going to see. Aside from many other differences they talk about, I don't care. What's this? Blah 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 blah. I think that's 9. Let's look at 10. Okay. We went over sutures.